brought with me for the Stealth Overnighter that we've just done. I'll be honest with you, I've done many Stealth Overnighters solo and with others many times in the past, but this one that we've just done, me and Nick, has been the first one that I've done in a few years, to be fair. But it was a good experience. It was a good test of all the gear. It was a very enjoyable little camp. But yeah, good overall experience anyway. So what we've got for you today, general overview of the kit that I brought with me and used or didn't use in some cases, just for you guys to get a bit of an idea. Now, I mean, we're going to have to start somewhere, and what I'm going to do is we're going to go a general overview of the stuff that we've got here, and then we're going to do a couple of other videos, and we're going to give you a little bit more detail on a couple of bits. So, to start off with, just over to this side, guys, we've got a nice 120 litre military Bergen with its rocket pouches. There's one on the side. Pretty big bit of gear. Whack that down on the floor there. Give you a quick look. Awesome bit of kit, that, guys. Best bit about these is you've got two pockets in the top. You've got your main compartment. You've got a pocket on the front. And you've got your two rocket pouches on either side. And in these, you've got these. And these are proper waterproof. Not water resistant, they're waterproof. And these are brand new, rubberized. You can throw them in a river, your kit won't get wet. Now that Bergen has obviously got two rocket pouches. Each one of them has got a waterproof liner, and the main pouch has got a waterproof liner also. And then for over the top, we've got the MTP Bergen liner. Now that fits over the whole thing. Now it breaks up the actual shape of the Bergen, makes it all MTP, and it also gives you an extra waterproof layer. Now between that, the Bergen and the waterproof liners, your kit is not getting wet, and it's also quite good for camo. Now at one point we did actually stash our Bergens, my Bergen with that MTP on. Once I put it on the floor, I didn't even put anything on it. It was already pretty much camouflaged, nobody could really see it. So for camouflage, that is actually an awesome bit of gear for stealth stuff. So there you go, guys. That's what we were using to carry all our gear. And then obviously on the table we have the gear. So obviously starting with the comfort end, we actually used a 3-season sleeping bag, which is this one here. It's a Regatta sleeping bag, like I say, 3-season. What does that weigh? Probably weighs just over a kilo. It compresses down fairly small, to be fair, because it doesn't profess to be a particularly small or lightweight sleeping bag, but it does get down pretty small. Just next to it we've got an Army Issue Arctic sleeping bag. Now because the temperature's not really that low overnight, at the moment I use the 3-season in a normal hammock without any extra liners or quilts or anything, and I was warm as anything because I didn't have any wind on me because of the way I had my tarp set up. Obviously in colder conditions I'd have gone with the Arctic bag, and obviously that was a bonus because it's got a zip down the middle, so it's a bit better for hammocks. We had some spare clothing with us, that's in a waterproof bag on its own. We had a GPM issue Gore-Tex bivy bag, and that's put away in that jungle compression sack. We had that with us, we didn't need it. That was in case we were going to do a bit of a ground dwelling, and we didn't. So that was completely redundant. The clothing was redundant, so we used the sleeping bag. We brought with us our issue mat. See if I can get that in for you guys. Very small, very light. These are amazing. Better than all them Thermarest businesses, honestly. I don't know. Issue kit, man. That there you'll pick up for about a tenner. Now, I didn't use it, but it's kind of half self-inflating, and then you have to puff it up last few breaths. Thermal, really comfy, really good. If you slip that in your hammock, it will give you a hell of a lot of thermal retention, and it will also give you a windbreaker, keep the wind off your back. So moving on, guys, we obviously have the hammock. This is only a DD Scout hammock, and these are only about £13. It's 2.4 metres by 1.3 metres, weighs 600 grams, and it's got 10 metres of webbing. That on its own I used, and then above it the good old DD 3x3, so that's what I had above it. Between them two I was absolutely fine, not a problem. We actually brought with us our tree huggers and our drip gaps for the hammock, but we didn't need them. However, Nick did, so it was a good job I brought them. So he used them for his hammock. I can sling that on its own as it is. This here, this is my little bag of tricks, and this is basically everything to do with pitching a tarp or a tent or a hammock or anything else. It's got paracord, it's got bungees, it's got tent pegs, it's got these little paracord clips. Give you a quick look. Literally got everything in there. That is basically my setup kit for anything. With that kit there, I can probably set up about 3 tarps. No bother, absolutely no bother, just with that one kit. To be fair, you know, probably about 800 gram, but for what it is, it's a cracking little bit of kit. Obviously we had with us stuff like this, munchies, knife, fork, spoon, and then I love these are awesome, these 3-in-1 jobs. So we had a load of them with us. We had this little kit, which is a fire and water kit. I'll show you what I mean in another video. We had with us, if I can get hold of them and keep hold of them, our sealskin gloves. Really good gloves these. Moving on, guys. We had with us some water bottles, and we were carrying 2.5 litres of water with us. We had some meths to go with the old Trangia meth cooker. We had our Swedish cook set, and then obviously, given the fact we were there overnight, you can never go wrong with a head torch. It is probably one of the best things that you can get. And this one has got a dim mode and a super bright mode, and you can angle the head at any direction. Fairly comfortable to wear. Awesome bit of kit. We had our Through Night Killer Ultrafire, 2200 lumen torch, focusable, and it's also got an attitude adjuster at the front. Good bit of kit. We had our little pound shop camping lights. Give us some nice diffused light under the tarps. We had, it's probably kind of like my main kind of outdoorsy kind of knife, this. We've got multi-tool. We've got Swiss Army knife. We've got a flashlight. And then a nice full tang blade. I'll be honest with you, the blade wasn't too bad, but I've reprofiled it, so it's even nicer now. We have the Issue Parang. Actually managed to chew that off on a bit of a rock in a couple of places. So I'm actually going to have to give that blade a bit of a working, but needed it anyway. But we had that with us. That's an awesome bit of wood, that bit of toolage, that should I say, for splitting wood, and that's awesome. And then we had the good old folding saw. So obviously between all of that, we could do everything we needed to do. And then I always bring this with me as well. We've got my my own fire steel with striker, bottle opener, and the little Spyderco cricket knife on there as well. And there you go, guys. Minus a bit of food that I brought with us, obviously to eat. That is the gear that I used on the stealth camp. The clothing I didn't need to bring, it was just a precaution. The bivy bag I didn't need. The tree huggers didn't really need. I actually brought with me a DPM Issue Asher stroke tarp, whatever you want to call it. Didn't use it, didn't need it. And most of the meths that I brought with me I didn't use because we were using a fire to cook on. So to be fair, there was a bit of kit that we didn't need to bring, but we know for next time. Obviously we know what the weather's like, what the kit's capable of. Never used that sleeping bag in combination with that hammock before, because I've never used that hammock before to sleep in, nor have I ever slept in a hammock before. It was my first time, so nice experience. But there you go, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave you there. So that's a general overview of the stealth camp kit, and then what we're going to do is we'll bring you another video, and in that video we will look a little bit closer at a few of the items that we've got in here, just to give you a little bit more detail. So I hope you're all doing well, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all later.